Hello everyone, this is Crota giving you a shoutcast in Game 1 in a series between ESC Delphi versus Meet Your Makers MYM's ClouD here on Terminus Re. We have Delphi spawning as the red Zerg on the top side of the map at the 12 o'clock position. Meanwhile, we have ClouD spawning on the south side of the map as the blue Terran. So this is Terran versus Zerg here on Terminus Re. One of the things I want to point out at the very start of the game, there is a lowered supply depot right here, right outside the base of the Zerg player, meaning that you cannot bunker and you cannot actually pylon block very easily just because that building is there. I think you can destroy it and damage it, but it's just like a neutral building, just like destructible rocks, and unless you purposely try to attack it, nothing really happens. Anyways, ClouD is down over here, pretty much opening up with a standard build. This is going to be cross spawn, so we'll see how the cross spawns really play out. A couple of things I want to ask you guys is, one, how does the sound? I am using my headphone mic and using my sound card as opposed to my condenser mic. If the sound doesn't sound that good, I can try to pick up an SM58 microphone or some other vocal microphone as well. Just let me know. I'm sure that the clicking sounds are probably a lot less since the microphone is not nearly as sensitive. But do I sound more like a robot, less like a robot? Can you hear too much of my breathing since the microphone's too close to my face? You know, let me know all that. Anyways, we have a drone now making its way down from the 12 o'clock position, and we already have a hatchery being placed down here. Delphi is going to get a very early hatchery at the 11 o'clock position at the natural expansion location. Meanwhile, ClouD also getting a refinery as well, and we'll see what's going to be happening as this barracks will come online in just a moment, upgrading to an orbital command over there at that command center. SCV now going to move out and do some scouting, as well as a Marine is going to pop out and try to get some damage onto that drone. That drone just walking around, getting plenty of information and plenty of sight. He isn't going to grow up to be an extractor, but the drone may have to turn around as the Marine, getting some damage onto that drone. That drone looks like it will just try to become an extractor. Yep, there you go. Becoming an extractor. The Marine just going to hang around right by it, but Delphi is going to gas block ClouD for quite some time. Now, one of the reasons why I'm casting this best of the series, I don't know what it is the series best of, but ClouD is going to be participating in the upcoming clan wars that I am hosting, representing MYM, and I'd like to know a little bit about the players before I cast their games, a little bit about their style, if they have set build orders, set strategies, or if they're willing to try to change up their strategies over time. As that drone, getting shot down there, so the Marine able to get that final shot off, and we are now perhaps going to get a low ground command center. So it is going to be a 4-minute expansion here on the low ground. As the factory is nearing completion, he did slow down his Marine production just a little bit in order to get enough minerals for that. So 2 Marines now making the trek back over here towards that front door, as 2 Zerglings also coming in as well. Those Zerglings are going to be able to get some damage onto those Marines, but it looks like the Zerglings are just looking to capture those Zelnaga watchtowers, as we are now getting a tech lab on that one particular factory here, and now going into that blue flame research. So 1 base Hellion play, and now expansion, and now a Zergling going to try to run by, and it looks like it will be able to squeeze through and then gain sight of the command center. Now this is going to be a double-edged sword for Delphi. Delphi, seeing that command center, may try to go for more drones and try to power drone a little bit more. If he doesn't get enough roaches in order to try to counteract those Hellions, the Hellions are going to be able to just have a drone barbecue very easily. So we'll see what happens. That's always one of the issues. You never got inside the ramp, so you don't know that the factory is already up, that the blue flame research is already halfway completed, and that means 2 to 3 Hellions are going to be out by the time that blue flame research is completed. Now upgrading to an orbital command, and the Hellions are just going to simply wait and sit here and the Hellions are just going to sit here and wait for that third Hellion. Third Hellion does make a lot of sense, as you want to be able to get 2 shots to take down a drone. And then the third one, just to be able to transition, as soon as you lose one, you do not want to lose your effectiveness all that much. We are going to get the Hellions now on the move, and what's going to be happening, we are getting 6 Roaches and 10 Zerglings. So Roaches and Zerglings already being trained. Those Roaches are going to be able to intercept those Hellions very, very easily. But the Hellions did get some damage onto those Zerglings, and this seems to be a very common strategy for ClouD. ClouD now running back away with those Hellions. Those Hellions do not deal nearly as much or do not have the same range as they did just moments ago. And O was able to bypass those Roaches, but the Roaches are now going to try to come in here and now put a lot of damage over here. We are not getting any Marauders right just quite yet, as the Hellions are just battling it up against Zerglings army-wise. 825 against 425. Those Hellions need to try to rack up as much damage against those Zerglings as possible. The Hellions have not been able to really line up that shot very, very easily at all, and that's going to be very problematic as Roaches now coming through that front door. 6 Roaches. There is 1 siege tank as well. That SCV most likely should be on auto repair, as he knows that there are currently Roaches sitting over here. There is destructible rocks leading over here into this expansion, as now the Roaches were trying to sneak by, unable to do so. The bunker giving an additional range onto those Roaches, but now that is a very large army. Delphi now completely transitioning into pure army production off of 2-base play, and Delphi may be able to just simply overrun ClouD. SCV is trying to come off the mineral line, unable to save it, and I believe ClouD is just going to get counter-attacked here with about an 1100 resource army compared to the 300 that is left. The command center, the bunker, unable to be completed, and ClouD says GG. So ClouD unable to get any true damage off with those early Hellions, and Delphi got up to 30 drones and then stopped his drone production, and that was the key. Normally, a lot of Zerg players really overpower drone, but Delphi really was able to keep track of his larva and just was able to continue to spawn larva and get a large number of units, and thereby showing the 66 to 80 over 84 compared to the 28 food. But really, it looked like Delphi, as soon as he saw those Hellions coming out, he just wrapped up or cranked up his production, allowing the Zerglings and the Roaches to handle those Hellions and then just simply attack, moving straight into the base. He did have nice positioning, making sure that those Zerglings ran in first, thereby allowing the Roaches to come in and focus fire down those units. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed this 1v1 replay between ESC's Delphi and MYM ClouD here on Terminus Re.